We're here with Varda Barkar, which has a documentary called Big Voice. What is Big Voice about?
Big Voice is about a demanding high school choir director pushing his students to achieve one big voice, to achieve artistry. And we follow him through the course of a year and a half and his students, and we see what struggles they come up against as they try to achieve the standards that he holds for them.
Okay, now I had a choir director, and I remember her being very demanding. Now, how did you find this choir director? And when you set out to do this, did you know what the end result was going to be, what you wanted?
Well, no, I mean, it's real life, so I did not know what was going to happen, and in fact there was some anxiety along the way because it was such a struggle for the students that I didn't know if they were really going to break through. So there was a lot of suspense in the shooting because I was thinking, well, what if they don't, break through? How am I going to show that they can, the students, because I want to show to young people that the struggle and the hard work is worth it because of what you come to.
And how old are they averaging, like, in this time period?
They're teenagers. They're the advanced ensemble, so they're like 16, 17, and 18. Okay. And I had attended a choir performance that Mr. Halls had put forth. And I didn't know very much about choir, and I didn't know much about classical vocal music. But in watching the performance, I was so moved. I was like profoundly moved to tears, and that's what motivated me to make the film.
Wow. Now, in a documentary like that, there's a lot of, this covers about a year or so?
Over a year.
Over a year. So there's a lot of things that happen in that time. Were there ever any challenges that came up? You said there was some, you were like wondering, I hope they come out, I hope they, they do their part, of course, showing in front of camera, but were there any of those moments, those times that you were like, oh?
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, one of the biggest challenges just as a filmmaker was that Mr. Hulls, the choir director, is so busy. We followed him with one ensemble, but he has 5 classes and multiple ensembles and travels and does contests and all this stuff. So the access to him was difficult. So we had to do a lot of spy work. We had to, text students. We had to go on Facebook with students. Oh, wow. We had to reach out to parents. We had to just do like random drop into the classroom, all sorts of techniques to be able to find out what was going on, to know when to film.
Did you have a drone like following him home or whenever he'd like get up or anything like that?
Well, yeah, we had
part 2, Big Voice 2?
We put a little thing in his cell phone, so we could. It's special GPS just.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah. Okay, good. That's smart, actually. That's what all filmmakers should do. Now, you've done a documentary. Are you gonna? What's your next step? What's your next project you're looking at? Are you gonna do more documentaries or?
I do a lot of short form content. I've done a lot of short films as well and scripted. My next film, I hope to be a scripted feature called Where a Lawn Ought to Be, co-written by Taylor Negron. Okay. And it's also about young people, about students. It's about these 3 young kids who are essentially artists. They will grow up to be artists. It's somewhat autobiographical for Taylor Negron. And it shows their struggles as sort of artists within, mainstream society that doesn't quite see artists as belonging. And they become unlikely heroes. It's set during the 70s.
I'm so glad you're doing this because we need this documentary and all the others in the school systems, and especially the educators at the top that like to take out the arts as the first thing, whenever they budget cut, So thank you so very much for your message. Thank you. And for those that want to find out more information across the U.S. and international, where can they go?
Well, we have a Facebook page. It's facebook.com/bigvoicemovie. And we have bigvoicemovie.com, and we also have YouTube channel. Again, it's youtube.com/bigvoicemovie. We'd love for you to follow us. We need the support. It's a grassroots film. It's doing very well, but we'd love the extra support from you.
So tweet, Facebook, Instagram, all of the above. Go check it out. Thank you so very much for taking a moment with me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, everybody.